Hey guys, so this is just a story on how I got my bearded dragon, the situation that she was in when I did get her, and um, just an update on how she's doing now. Now, as you can see now, she is in shed, but you can see that the camera is picking up her really blue colors. When she's basking or when she's not shedding, these get a bright, bright blue color, and she gets a super orange, and then her beard is super, super, or sorry, she gets super yellow and her beard is super orange. She's incredibly friendly, never had any issues. And the story with her is she was actually a rescue lizard. Um, when I got her, a friend of mine actually had her, and I fell in love with her instantly. And the poor thing was had to go for probably about a year with no lighting, that's no heat lamps and no UV lighting whatsoever. She had really, really dirty soil in her tank. It was never clean. She wasn't fed properly. She would go weeks without food because the owners just did not want to feed her. Um, she had spiders living in every corner of her tank, like it stunk. She was very underweight, malnourished, and quite aggressive and quite angry, which is understandable. So I took her in. I bought her a UVB lamp and various heat lamps because she was the first lizard I've ever had. So I tried to figure out what would best work for her. I changed her diet so she eats both crickets, superworms, and various vegetables. She gets weekly baths, actually weekly showers, where it kind of simulates rain, so she really enjoys that. She's got quite the belly on her. She's a big girl. She eats really well. She's very active, very alert. Right now, she's kind of lazy looking because, like I said, she is shedding. She had her first spermation in my care, and that went quite well as well. She came out of that nice and healthy, and she was still nice and thick, even though she hadn't eaten for a while. Um, so she's doing very well. I'm incredibly happy to have her. I'm happy that I got her when I did because chances are she probably wouldn't have survived much longer had she stayed in that situation. Like it was even cold in there. Like she just did not have any care requirements that she needed. So the poor girl was suffering. So I'm glad that I got her when I did. Oh, you can also see she's got the blue in her beard there. Um, yeah, she's doing really well. Um, from time to time, I'll just let her kind of wander around the apartment. She seems to enjoy that as well, and she's so friendly, as you can see. She loves her cuddles, and she's doing really well. So it was definitely a great investment. It was a learning experience for me since this was the first lizard I've ever owned. But since I've had exotic pets in the past, it wasn't too hard to figure out what's going on. And she's doing quite well. In terms of MBD, since she didn't have a UV light for so long, she does have some signs of MBD. Her tail is not kinked as you would think it would be, except for a little bit at the end here. Um, she has some crooked fingers, which I think is more or less just because she jumps around a lot. I think that's quite normal. The only issues that she has in terms of MBD is she has a slight underbite, which you might be able to see there, but it's nothing really significant. In fact, that underbite seems to have decreased since when I first got her. So she's doing really well. She's really healthy, and as you can see, even though she's shedding, she's got these really bright colors and incredibly friendly, and I love her to death. So that's Sexy Lexi and her story.